That's how it works, Sanders.
All right, well, if you're just joining us, then welcome to the show here. It's NIP and Fnatic in a best of 3, and we're on the final map here, the grand finals as well. All of Meister setting up for a long-range grenade. They're going to be bouncing in, and a lot of them, and it's all meant to be a fake here. They're running through underpass back into the middle to try and connect with the A-bomb side. NIP, they're biting. Oh, no, they actually rotate right in, and they do get traded. Fragbite for Crims. Forest falling back with the USB in hand. Long range here. Great headshot. Dennis is going to be gone. That's the bomb drop. The whole game is up for Fnatic now. And NIP weirdly now have the control, especially with a bit of a drive-by shot there from Get Right. And JW and Flusher, well, what are they going to do?
Well, JW's going to start by taking out Get Right, so that's not too shabby. Still a man advantage here for NIP, though, and Forest has got the kit and the Kevlar. Bomb dropped out in the open. They need to find one kill, but with 2 players playing over by Pit here for NIP, that bomb dropped towards the cat. I mean, that's a real issue here for Fnatic. Alu getting that kill on JW, it's just JW having to try and change things up, go for something drastic. And Alu with 3 kills at the end of this round. But it's pretty much all about Forest there for me. If he'd have gone down immediately, if he'd have fallen to that train, it would have been completely donezo for NIP. But the fact that he stays alive and gets 2 kills as well, I mean, he just saved that round for NIP so hard.
Right, and because we've got such an awesome production crew, I'm already going to request that we can get that round as a replay, because if NIP get like another 2 seconds, like even 1 second more rotation in, if they rotate in, then Fnatic will crush them. Forest goes down as well, without a doubt, and then that's it. The round is almost done with. So the fact that it's only Freiburg that dies in the initial engagement, and they get the trade, and then Forest falls back, I mean, yeah, very, very close timing. And what a sick idea from Fnatic as well. Running up, throwing all the grenades in, and all of Meister all the way from middle. Then they connect from middle and underpass and going to the A-bomb side. It's a very good idea, very cool idea.
Yeah, that's definitely true. Like, points for ingenuity there. It's refreshing to see fun new, well, strats that we haven't seen in quite some time. Dennis is actually just going to, well, show us why it's a bad idea to run through smoke and Molotovs. Because you get down to 30 HP and then you just die. A horrible, horrible death. But they do get onto the A side Fnatic, so it's not all gloom. Olafmeister will find Get Right up close. Alu with a huge spray and actually does nothing with it. Olafmeister just wrecking people right now. He's got a P92 along with those 2 frags. But it is still NIP going in for the retake, and they still have the advantage to the life lead at least.
Yeah, they do only really Flusher with any kind of health left here. Olafmeister got the P90 picked up. They got to get close into the Tech 9 here, and Freiburg jumping around the corner. Forest with a double, Exist with the 1 kill. And Olaf trying to hide back here. There is a kit on Forest as well, so it is going to be the round here for NIP. But an expensive one, really expensive round, in spite of the fact that they got the early kill. So that was a bit sloppy, actually, from NIP.
Yeah, I think right now what NIP are thinking is just like, okay, it was sloppy, but we got the round. And they just have to be looking at round to round right now, maintain the advantage. They got over that second hurdle. They won the pistol, but then they survived the second buy. So now NIP actually have a little bit of room to breathe here. Get Right even goes back to a UMP just to go ahead and actually farm up some kills here. But we've seen what Dennis is capable of with that Deagle. And he's going to top mid, and he's going to spot one jumping down. He actually shoots his own teammate. Well, that's a bit of a mistake. And now they're going to get punished, but I speak too soon. Dennis is there to take out Alu. The guy's a monster.
Oh, man. It's going to be a 4-on-3 right here. Get Right trying to jump in there with the UMP, and Olafmeister will be going down. Dennis and Flusher are left, and it's a 2-on-4 here. It looks like it won't be lasting too much longer either. Get Right going to spot them out, at least knows where one of them is. The UMP kill is definitely very valuable, and he's already got 2 of them. 3rd and a 4th would definitely help with his banquet. He sees the shadow not going to be quite quick enough there. Dennis, well, we've already seen what he could do with the Deagle.
Yeah, you do not want to face this guy. Just don't even give him the chance. And he's going to change it up and go up into apartments as well so he can get eyes on jungle and connector. Prime headshot real estate, basically. And with 50 seconds left, I mean, Fnatic, they don't have to rush things. NIP have fully rotated over to the A site. Forest is going to start pushing to top mid to see if he can spot anybody out, rotating over towards that B site. And now Freiburg, they're spreading out NIP. They aren't quite sure. It's not until Flusha peaks and gives up the game that, well, it's pretty much over. Dennis, last-ditch effort for him, but nice recovery there from NIP. If Fnatic have no way of knowing this, but had they waited like 5 seconds more, something might have happened there. Something they could have probably tried to pull at least a bomb plant off, because NIP would have been so, spread out across the map.
Yeah, well, such is life every once in a while. Even for Fnatic, you can't always get the timing down right. 4th round is up here, and it's all AKs and a little bit extra. On the other side, though, we do have Alu with the AWP in the middle. And so far, no smokes are going to be raining in here. And A little bit of an aggressive push from NIP. I like this. This is how I really want NIP to play on the CT side of Mirage here.
Get that aggro CT side. Mirage, a fun map to play and to watch CT because there are always these aggressive options. It is going to be a double peek down into pit. Not sure if Dennis, I'm not sure if Dennis gave away the fact that he was there, though. So this actually might work against Nip because if they peek in there, they don't see anybody. That's a little bit of misinformation there that's been given to them by Dennis. Fnatic are rotating that bomb over there now as well. And they still have Olafmeister waiting at top mid, just hoping for Alu to peek. He wants to just get the timing right, start working his way towards connector, and Fnatic should just be collapsing onto this A site once again.
Yeah, JW here. I mean, you've got to wonder if he can even just pull some people out of middle towards the B bomb site, and that's kind of what he's doing. Exist is thinking about it, but Alu getting a kill on the slope there is going to be a little bit tricky now. Get Right falling into shadows. They've got a very good setup here. Just between Alu and Get Right, they should be able to get a couple of kills here. Alu, are they going to flash in? They have one smoke and one flashbang. Flash going to go in. Alu not flashed at all. And it's a very easy kill on the flusher here. And with Get Right still in shadows, this is a horrible round for Fnatic. They need to do damage. They need to get at least a couple of kills here. Otherwise, NIP are going to be in a great position. Get Right shooting Crims and, well, Olafmeister left. Trapped inside with 7 seconds left here. He'd maybe get the kill on Get Right, but he's got to be careful. And he goes down to Alu. Gets a quad kill here. The Finnish sniper shutting down almost the entirety of the Swedish Fnatic, and that's going to be that's a huge round. Only one guy dying on NIP.
Not a whole lot of talking happening over on Fnatic side either. Can't see Vugo. I'm wondering if Vugo is speaking at all. He does attempt to keep on the quiet side, but I guess there isn't really a whole lot to talk about when you're going for just a pistol round again here, just trying to save up money. And I mean, if it is accurate what Flesha was saying earlier, right? You know, okay, spend a few rounds trying to figure out the setups. Nip, though, they should have a little bit more information to go off of, so it's going to be in the next round where we're really going to be expecting Fnatic to step up. So far, this should just be a farm round, and it's kind of shaping up that way. Nip getting tagged down, they are getting a little low, but this should still be a situation that they can control. Oh, the timing doesn't work.
You wish that happened, right?
Always, dude. Wallbangs, man, they don't happen enough, right?
No, because there's almost no spots left in the game, especially with rifles that you could do it in. There are a fair few with the AWP, but in competitive terms, it's usually not worth doing. So with the rifles, it's limited, very limited indeed. Forest falling back here into the side. I mean, they've got a chokehold on the rest of the Fnatic members here, especially with Get Right flanking with that UMP. So Fnatic, they shouldn't be getting more than a couple of kills here. The most, actually, Fragbite, look at a spray here. Quad kill, all headshots, all from us. That was very impressive. Some good control.
Did he just say, "What's up now, Swedes"?
I don't know. Did he?
I don't know. The door's closed, and I can't really hear it too well. But if
second
a Swede says, "What's up now, Swedes?" How does that work?
I don't know, but if NIP is sort of fired up and excited about the situation in general, is obviously a good sign for them. But now Olaf is in the middle with the AWP, and you've got to respect that as well. He's very good with it, but he's actually going to miss the shot. Maybe I cursed him a little bit. Forrest going to try and see if he can fall back. He gets a second headshot there on Crims, and that's going to be the end of it. And Alu mid-air catches Flusher, who was trying to just glide through the air. Gets blasted out.
Oh, this is a catastrophe for Fnatic Anders. They cannot allow Forrest to get out of there alive. 1 for 1, sure, but just completely falling apart. He gets out of there with 1 HP. That is not how it's supposed to go. They were even ready for the push, Fnatic. They had an accurate read on the situation. They put down that short smoke, and then they were just waiting for somebody to push in. For Fnatic to blunder that, or for them to just mess it up, yeah, unacceptable. Freiburg continues to dominate over on the B side outside of balcony. He's going to pick off JW, and it's going to come down to Dennis. Very confident Opper, but it's a tall task. 1v5, it's a lot to ask of a single man. Even though Flusha was able to pull it off earlier, this is a different situation. NIP, they're a fully bought team right now. They've got everything they need here to just shut down Dennis. This actually just turns into him waiting to see if he can survive the round by not making a peep, hiding like a mouse.
What you're seeing is also we've got 2 pairs of 2 here for NIP, and then we've got Get Right with the UMP, which is a minimal loss if he goes down with it, but the rest are set up so that they can pretty much trade frags here with Dennis. So just a very, very good setup. What you're seeing is very different from what we saw when NIP was playing on the first map on Train, right? Henry brought this up, and we brought it up a little bit during the cast as well. NIP was playing almost exclusively sort of single positions where nobody could ever get refrags. On this map, they're definitely not. They're setting up so they could do that, and it's a big change, and it has a big impact on the game. He is 6-0 in favor of NIP, and the economy for Fnatic, not exactly great, but they're going to go for the buy anyway.
Yeah, they go for the buy, and for a second there, I thought that they were going to go for a very quick execute onto the A side with the smokes. But they decide to slow it down. Now does the push begin? I mean, a Molotov went up into apartments. Nice nade here into pit. And they are going to go for the fast push, trying to change up the pace, but it's not going to work. The full flash in there, and the first two guys out for Fnatic just get flashed white. They don't see anything exist right on the edge of that smoke, and it's a 1-for-1-for-1-for-1 trade, and it's just all over the place at this point until Alu steps in, locks down 1 and 2, and 3 players survive at the end of this round for NIP. Bit of a mouthful there. 1-for-1-for-1. It's just actually just trade fragging everywhere. We'll just, you know, slim that down a bit.
But it pretty much was. I mean, until, you're right, Alu shows up here. What is the score on Alu right now, I wonder, because he has been he's been deadly so far, I reckon.
Yeah, 9-2-2.
And Forest hasn't died yet. I mean, this is...
Yeah, 7-7. I mean, nobody's lagging behind.
Is NIP really going to win the tournament this year? Is that what we're going to see?
We're not that far yet. 7-0 so far, though, the score. And it's looking pretty good. But they need to keep their cool now. They need to keep joking around. And Fnatic, they just need to just keep their focus. They know that they're a championship-winning team. And they can get the job done here. So they can't let Nip rattle them. But this is just going to be an all-out YOLO rush. It looks like they're very limited on the nades right now. Fnatic, single smoke, couple of flashes. Molotov to get Freiburg out of his favorite position over there in front of Van.
But Forest also has a Molotov, and coupled with a flashbang from Freiburg, that Molotov could be pretty lethal. Forest actually... Yeah, he's selecting it now. They see the grenades coming in. The Molotov goes up. That's going to at least buy a little bit of time maybe before Fnatic could really push it. So that first smoke is going to be gone, and they don't have a second one for Fnatic to put it up. So that Molotov is buying a lot of time now for NIP, and that's very important here. Fnatic know they've got to push, so they're running through here. It's just going to go down. Freiburg gets dropped, and that's a huge entry. Look at this. More grenades weren't needed. Getting every single entry frag they could ever want, and... Well, Get Right and Alu just need to do some damage here. Don't think they're going to be able to retake this bomb site.
No. They need to get one more kill here within the next 5 seconds. And Get Right's just coming out, waiting for that flash. Wasn't super effective, but he's going to peek anyway. He picks up the first man, spots the next behind the bench, and it's going to be a 1v1 now between Alu and Dennis. He knows where he is. Alu, he can even go for the wallbang if he wanted. He's just looking for a pixel. Give him the information. Dennis steps out, and Alu misses the shot. Not going to get it, and Fnatic will get on the board. Their first round. But it had to go down to a 1v1 clutch to do it, Anders. Way too close for comfort.
That is ridiculous. That should have never been that close. That was a very, very poor round for Fnatic. In spite of a fantastic start, it should have never been anywhere near that. They are on the board now. They're in the game 7-1, and they got to continue now. They got to win a lot of rounds in a row. NIP have had I think, even back-to-back flawless rounds. So now the terrorist side has got to step it up. And look at this information play from Forest. He's going to find nobody here. Fnatic don't execute quick, and actually they will. So this might actually be nullified here. Fnatic being very fast in towards the A-bomb side, and they've got to be as well. And there's Crimson all of opening it up, and Forest position right now is being nullified as every second ticks past. Alu with a good shot there, and no bomb plant yet is happening, and Forest is flanking in. Buying time for Forest to do something. Freiburg picking up the kill, checking Tetris as well. The bomb is going down right now, but Fnatic, are they actually going to lose a bit of control here? Flusher with a good shot, and now, well, Forest alone comes up just as everybody else is dead. What a tragic moment.
Oh, and they're getting out of it as well. Tragic, frustrating. That is everything going wrong for NIP as well, because the man holding the site initially, I think that was Get Right behind Triple. He had the right idea. He gets the flash, but then his opponent full flashed, just full-on spray with the AK and gets the random headshot. And so it's just, you know, nothing went right there for the initial defense as far as Nip are concerned. But, well, you're right, Anders. I mean, you win back-to-back perfect rounds. You've got some pretty good bank, and they have enough to go for the double AWP. And this is what I was wondering. When are they going to make this play happen? When is Forrest going to break out the op?
Alu saw the op on Flusher as well there, so that's really, really scary. If he almost could have got himself killed by going for the flick shot there. Got to credit Fnatic, though. They did get the round. They got 3 members surviving, and if they had delayed that push, then Forest would have probably wrecked their whole team. So very, very good timing on the T side here. See if they can continue. Forest actually hits that shot on Flusher, and he's down to 51. They're not going to be the kill here. And right now, Fnatic need to get back in the game. I want to see them get up to like 4 rounds here. Make it 7-4. And then they can start to just relax a little bit at least.
If they get 4 rounds in a row, Anders, I'm going to put it like they're going to get much farther than that. I think Nip will start to get rattled. They'll start to feel the pressure. And Fnatic, I think, could actually just completely overwhelm this half. It has to come down. If Nip want to keep control of this, they have to end it here or in the next round. But it's going to be tough in the next round because then Nip will be on a force buy. If anything, it's going to be an eco situation.
Yeah, I think so. I don't think they have enough money to really force too much. Allo with a good shot there, but Crimson Olaf have already opened it up, so it's a 2-for-1. And oh, what? Dennis? He kills
what?
Flusher and Crims with one grenade, and Allo gonna pick it up with a triple kill. Just what the hell was that? We've got to find a replay.
I'm so sad we didn't see that. What happened?
Well, we're obviously going to have it after the game because we've got an incredible production crew here.
Hold on, but where was he? He dunked them. What? He was close. Was he trying to like underhand lob it over or something?
I think the grenade gets caught in sandwich or in between in the get right, and oh no.
Well, that's an awkward way to lose a round. I guess Nip are happy, right? Thanks, Dennis. You just did their job for them.
Oh, no.
In a crucial round as well. And to do it in such a way, now it's going to be really interesting to watch Dennis. Can he bounce back mentally after completely wrecking his own team?
Well, we're going to find out here. They've got Tech-9s, and Fnatic, they're a fast team. Forest even going for a headshot in that situation there to pick off Crims, and more are coming through. They're getting very dangerously close here, but Freiburg is there to back him up. They're both going to go down, it seems. So Solofmeister gets the kill on Forest, and JW with a strafing Tech-9 headshot on Allo. It's going to be down to Get Right and Exist. If Fnatic could bring this round back, that would be huge. Olaf is trying to flank all the way around. This is only valuable if the bomb goes down. If JW can get the bomb down, then Olaf's position now with the flank is going to be big. Otherwise, it really doesn't matter, and NIP should still be able to win the round. So right now, I still think it's on JW to really make this work. It's 30 seconds as well.
What in the Sam hell is this? He's going to go over to short. And this is taking so long that Nip are honestly thinking that they wrap back around to the A site. I mean, look at this. Get right all the way back into CT on A. They have no idea.
Curious.
Curious. I mean, there we go. 7 seconds and the bomb begins to get planted, and Exist is going to call that out to Get Right. But now Nip, they have to waste a lot of time. Get Right has a kit at least, but he's going to be up on short, so that's not really going to be of much use to Exist if he goes down, if Olafmeister just picks him off. And there you go. Olafmeister starts off strong. He takes out Exist.
Well, now it's all on Get Right here. And he's got a little bit of time with the kit, but he's got to move faster than this, I think. And misses the spray first time around, and actually just going to give up on that project. So Fnatic with a third round in a row, and the patient play and maybe also the slightly timid play from NIP there, ending up working out in favor of Fnatic here. Great play from Olaf JW here, top of the scoreboard, and a much-needed round for Fnatic.
I was curious. I mean, I was wondering, with a few players surviving the last round, would Nip have enough money to go for a big buy here in this to try and stop the Fnatic momentum? But I don't think that's going to be the case. They can hold on to one rifle, sure, but it should probably just be a couple of pistols. No big buy round coming out here for NIP. But then, of course, this is NIP. This is like old school NIP. It's like, hey, do you have 3,000? Okay, buy. Like 2 rifles, a UMP on Freiburg, 2 pistols. They really are willing to just go for this, which is so scary as well, because if they lose this round hard, Fnatic, it's going to be, once again, Nip on an eco situation, and Fnatic, they'll have the opportunity to really build up some momentum.
Halu, he hears the movement. If he picks up Flusher here, then that's going to put a timer on Fnatic. They'll kind of have to move quick because they know they've been discovered at that point in time. Alu waiting patiently. Flusher coming around the corner here. 5-7, not going to do the job for Alu. That would have been such a big kill. Now, I mean, Fnatic know they've been discovered, but with so much time left, all they have to do is wait like 15 seconds, and then they could essentially be anywhere on the map, more or less. And we're going to find out exactly how they're going to try and play it. Exist. Is he going to peek JW? That would be interesting.
Yeah, no flash to set him up. So that's a little frustrating for him. He's just hoping that somebody's going to get a little greedy over here on the Fnatic side, JW. He has a tendency to do that, to take risks, so that might have worked out for Exist. He's going to have the angle, but then all JW has to do is pull the trigger. And he's actually going to get the shot onto Exist through the wall, it looks like. Exist down to 35 HP, and now he's stuck. But Forrest is here. Exist serving as perfect bait so far. If Forrest can stay alive with this M4, it's going to be good.
Get Right getting the kill. The bomb has dropped to 12. What is going on? Forrest with a second and a third kill, and NIP going to win that round. And how does that even work? So, I mean, part of the the beauty of this round from NIP's point of view is the fact that Alu goes down, but somebody else takes his place over at B, so they still know that no one's going B, so they keep the hold on A. They don't rotate out. But even then, it looked like Fnatic should have been able to win it, so that was a bit confusing. Wow, this is not a good situation here for the T side at all.
You win force rounds. Fnatic win force rounds, then NIP win force rounds. I guess that's the theme of this map so far. What is going on, Anders? Well, now, I mean, exist with the peek into mid. There is the boost. JW looking to pull a fast one, and he is going to get the first shot. He takes out Alu. Now he's got enough to play with, then he hits the point-blank shot onto Exist as well. And he could get a third one as well, but not going to happen this time. Forrest and GetRight locking it down. GetRight kind of caught out in the open. No reason for him to overcommit here. He would like to drop that bomb, though, but it is pinned down. He doesn't want to let it rotate off, because if he manages to keep Crims at least pinned a little bit, then they still have control of the situation somewhat. But NIP for now, it's gotten to the point where they just have to play patient and wait for Fnatic to make the mistake.
Well, GetRight and Freiburg here, a lot hinges on this round. You're right, they seem to be winning force-ups, and Fnatic are on the verge of doing it again here with the bomb. Now, there's a clear entrance into the A-bomb side. They could walk it right in, which they obviously cannot know. Flusher, I don't think was spotted by Freiburg. GetRight going to be flanking around here. If they kill Flusher, then that should also be that's sort of a sign to Fnatic. Okay, well then A-bomb side is at least clear. Let's go for it.
He didn't spot him. All right, now GetRight knows that at least one player's here. And they're going to go for the backstab. Olofmeister's actually has an AK, and he gets the headshot onto Freiburg. But then GetRight could be the key, but they're going to take this bomb to A because they're still waiting around. They actually might think that GetRight's still over on that A site.
Yeah, they're not sure. Oh, 10 seconds. All right.
They have no time. They have to go for it at this point.
No, they plant out in the open. GetRight. 4 seconds. If you got that kill on Crims, that would have been the end. Trying to shoot through the box. He's not going to get the shot. That is incredible. If he gets the kill there on Crims or whoever was putting down the bomb, that would have been the end. Don't think they would have had time to have picked it up just in time to actually go for the replant there. Wow. Yeah, you see, they wait because they think he's there. When they go for the plant because they still don't know where he is, they almost lose the round because of it.
Unreal.
Just a lack of information.
And another force buy. Another force buy win.
Yeah, indeed.
It's just back and forth right now. Flusher's going to find that AWP. He's going to be tickled about that. Crims, can he find anything to play with? Doesn't look like it, but then they'll have the money to go for the buy here in the next round. Fnatic, they have the key parts. JW now has an op if he wants one. And that's just going to be so frustrating. It's such a back and forth match that we have here on the last map of the grand finals here at Fragbite Masters. Makes perfect sense. This play here from JW is ludicrous, but then, yeah, GetRight. 12 health on Crims. And Olofmeister, this is the other thing, is that Olofmeister, he's putting down fire to keep GetRight away. Like, not, you can see it in the replay there. GetRight isn't able to spam through the box because Olofmeister's there.
And the 14th round, again, NIP not willing to go for any kind of like half buy to get a full buy in the last round. They just put it all on this round, which includes, well, 2 flashbangs and a bit of a Molotov, which is why I'm a bit surprised they're not trying to be more aggressive. Because they're not going to be buying a lot of time with smokes and Molotovs here, so why not use some of those flashbangs to get a bit of an edge, you know, instead of waiting around.
Yeah, Alu just chucked out his last one, and that's just going to mess with Fnatic a little bit. Flush is still here, and with that Molotov, yeah, going to force Alu back. So now they have some room to work with. This is the kind of clever stuff that needs to happen. Nice boost, and he gets the free kill onto Olaf, and he spots the bomb as well, Forrest. Good information gained there for NIP, and another kill. That's really going to help them. Dennis, though, he takes a fight with GetRight and actually comes out ahead.
Only barely. JW, I think he spotted a shoulder then, but wasn't able to pick up the kill just yet. Now look at the clock here once again. 30 seconds is Fnatic trying to wrap around. And in the back of the bomb site, Freiburg is there. He's got a crossfire set up with Forrest, but it's a really sort of sketchy one, and they're going to be rotating the bomb back into middle with 20 seconds left. This is a mad idea for Fnatic. Again, they could end up losing this round just based on the time left, but Forrest goes down. JW with a big kill there. Dennis going to die, and Crims has the bomb. He's down to 30 as well. He gets shot by Flusher. 10 seconds left. Going to pick up the bomb here, and it's on Freiburg. You know, 1-on-2. The bomb is going to go down with about 3 seconds, 4 seconds left there. What a crazy round this is.
And that bomb waiting, I mean, JW waiting in CT. Bomb has been planted. And there's a shot that Freiburg spotted him. No, he did not. He's just whipping his camera all over the place, trying to find somebody out of position with this AWP as well. It's so weird to see Freiburg with an op, but he's going to have to do it. Only has the P2K as well, up close, and they hear him stomping all over the place. He doesn't spot the man up close as well, so he's just going to get flanked out by Flusha. Nothing he can do! No mercy! There's the knife! Flusha! You beast.
All right, yeah, so that's a nice way to get, you know, under someone's skin as well. I like it. This is so scary as well. I mean, the amount of team kills we've had this tournament, I think it's unusually high, it feels like. It's been like this on the other days too. I guess Dennis double grenade still sort of takes the cake at this point, but
Yeah.
9-5 here. We're going to the 15th round, last of the first half, and Dennis opening up with a strong headshot on Exist in the middle. For some reason, he was pushed up alone with no backup. It looked like Forrest maybe wanted to get in there and help out, but they've got all pistols and armor here, NIP. They should have been pushing 3 people middle.
Yeah, they're probably playing a little bit of the YOLO here. Forrest tries to bring it back in window, but Crims is there to shut him down. And that brings it down to 3 remaining players here for NIP, Alu, GetRight, and Freiberg. And, well, GetRight is holding close to Pit. He's just waiting to see if somebody's going to rotate back around. It doesn't look like Forrest was able to get any kind of information here for NIP, apart from spotting Crims. There's no real reaction coming out from a Nip, apart from their willingness to just push into certain death. JW catches Alu. GetRight, however, could get the punish on JW, but now JW knows because that Tech 9 out, but it's not going to be fast enough. And GetRight stands his ground, tries to get the job done, 1v3, but it's not meant to be. We will have a 9-6 finish at the end of the first half, and that's perfectly acceptable for Fnatic, I think.
Yeah, I agree. And I think probably a little bit disappointing for NIP.
Right. Oh, wow, we got it. Okay.
So, yeah, I think the grenade...
Oh, he body blocks it! Crims!
Beautiful.
Oh, no! What is up with Crims and getting in front of his teammates right now? Gets shot in the back of the head the last round. Body blocks the HE that round.
Wonderful stuff.
Oh, that's perfect.
Yeah, I don't think we've seen that before. We've seen double grenades, but usually not on teammates. Usually not in grand finals either.
Yeah, or usually it's like on themselves, right? You know, it's like, oh, they hit the wall and then they can't get out. But to get a double grenade, double kill, team grenade, yeah.
And in a round...
Probably the most effective nade this tournament, actually.
Yeah, in a round that was going so heavily in their favor as well. So, well, there we go. I mean, I think in all things considered, NIP, they actually looked like they had Fnatic, you know, on their backs. It looked like they had them sort of, they were really, you know, stomping them. And then slowly they got back into it. Fnatic winning a lot of force-up rounds, and it's obviously very scary. NIP going for all armor here, which is a big indication that this is going to be a fast round, and indeed it is. They're pushing into middle. We're pretending, I think, to go in catwalk here, but it's obviously going to be an A push, so trying to see if they can fake out Fnatic just by their sheer presence here. Dennis going to hit a headshot on GetRight, and Alu with a bit of a return as well. Crims getting tagged very low, and if he peeks again, he might well be going down. Olaf showing up for only a brief second.
That was the key kill, though, because that allows Nip to actually plant in the open for Courtyard. There wasn't anybody in jungle there to stop it. Alu had his eyes on it in any case, so Olaf going down so quickly, that kind of wrecked things now, because now Fnatic, they've taken a lot of damage, and, well, they're just dying left and right. Flusha gets caught out in jungle by Freiberg, and it's going to be down to JW and Crims, the last 2 alive. Alu with another kill. He's going wild right now. 2 kills for him, and he could get a 3rd as well. He's pinned down on the site, but JW's in a 1v3. And that bomb is just ticking down. He just doesn't have the time anymore. He's actually going to be backing off, it looks like. Might be thinking about just trying to save the utility, save the kit. And that's exactly what he's thinking. But Alu is not interested in that. He wants that money to go towards that AWP or the AK in the next round.
Gonna go up with the bomb. More than anything, Salo, this is a wish that I'll apparently never get fulfilled. What I want Alu to do right here is buy a smoke and sit in a bomb site. Go for that ninja.
Oh.
It's never going to happen, but...
Okay, okay.
You know, $300 investment. Do it for the
Does
viewers.
he have one?
No. Crims has one.
Of course not. What he does is he buys a shotgun. JW. Let's see it. Let's see what happens. Unfortunately for him, Exist is playing wise in CS. Careful CS. Holding far back, making use of the rifle initially, but then he decides to get up here, close quarters, and this is where it could get a little painful. JW, he's got the trigger finger of a god, and he's going to spot the shoulder, and that's it. Exist is gone. Oh, it was inevitable, Anders.
Apparently so. Now they're pushing into the rest of the stack that's going on here at the A-bomb sign. They at least took out Dennis. But Flusha here in jungle, going to be taking out Alu and Crims close range. Just not able to hit the shot, but JW picks up a second one with the stolen. Galil sprays through the floor, not going to be able to do it. And instead, GetRight comes out on top, but he's in a 1-on-2 with 9 health left here, and he does not have the bomb either.
No, he doesn't, and it's dropped out in the open. They're actually trading around guns. Olofmeister, he's got the helmet, so he's given the AK, but with 45 seconds left, is GetRight really going to start working his way all the way around through pit, or is he just going up into apartments? No, he's looking to get the backstab eventually, and he has to risk running. Even if somebody was playing top mid, it wouldn't be likely. But this has gone on long enough where, yeah, Fnatic are going to start thinking, this guy could be anywhere now on the map. We have to start, watching different angles, and with 9 HP left, GetRight, it's going to be tough. Gets the spot, gets the drop, but he's not going to get the kill. Olofmeister's there. Wraps up that headshot.
How many force rounds can Fnatic win just on Mirage alone? I mean, this is incredible, isn't it? The NIP, if they win all of these force rounds instead, they practically won the game by now. I mean, that also goes to show you that some of the most basic mistakes on NIP here are sort of letting the match slip out of their hands a little bit.
What is this? Another force?
Well, why not? I mean, it's been working so far for pretty much everybody, so I guess just keep it up.
Yeah, I mean, if Alo could find one here, no. JW not going to give him the joy. And while Nip, they are going to push. They got some good info there. They know that Olofmeister was holding up close on short, but there's 3 players here on the B site, and this should be a slaughter. Fnatic should be able to control this. JW and Olofmeister starting things off strong. It's going to come down to Forrest, Alu, and GetRight. Bomb dropped in a bit of an awkward spot, and unless Forrest can get the kill, he will in the end, and GetRight finds JW, so now a man advantage for NIP. This has turned into a winnable situation.
Well, Crims, now would be a good time to come up with a big clutch here for your team, because NIP about to sort of counter-force and actually make that work. Crims looking to see if he can get the shot on over. Bomb is going to cross, and that means it will be a plant here. And now he has to make his way out with 3 people waiting, and right now, NIP, they need to make this a question of time for Crims. They're going to make sure he's going to spend a lot of time finding each individual player, because that's time he doesn't have. If they challenge him and he can get the kills in here, then that's going to buy so much room for him. But if he has to go and find them in a corner somewhere, then find the next player in a corner, then do it, it's too much. So NIP just kind of playing it safely, except for one person up there. And that's what they should be doing as well. That's going to be 11-7. And NIP, wow. I was even worried because they had a really good flashbang in on Flusher, and they didn't commit to it. So it looked like Flusher was even going to get like a second lease on life there, but...
All right, Fnatic buy. Calling it right now.
Calling it?
3 players, 1 player. Well, he survived with the AK. 3 players alive on Nip.
I wouldn't... I mean, I guess because it's been working so well, they might be tempted, and they are going to do it, all right. What I'm worried about is that by doing this kind of thing, they're sort of they're buying themselves out of getting the double set up later on.
True. Very true.
I
They
think
could
they
be
might
buying
be needing
themselves
that.
out of this. I mean, out of this game, they still have a long way to go, Fnatic, and I think that's what's worrying them. But CT-sided map still, Mirage. If you get the gear, you should just be able to shut Nip out. But let's see, the push begins here on the B site. Yeah,
and it's a good initial sort of jump scout there. Forrest a little bit low, and actually as a result, NIP apparently a little bit worried, don't want to commit, and the over-rotation from Fnatic means that might have been a bad idea as well. They're still just waiting so patiently here. JW's now taking up residence in that smoke in the B apartments. Rotation happening. Olofmeister starting to think that he needs to head back over towards A, and that's taking Crims there as well. So NIP... It's just a bluff within a bluff. This is crazy. They actually got Fnatic to think that they might be heading back towards that A site. And now NIP, they don't really have any more utility. So it's not going to get any easier here. JW, he's in the perfect spot to just wreck them, and Crims is there to take out the one. Freiberg returns, takes out Olofmeister, but then JW up close with the spray. Doesn't get right, but at least he takes one with him. Wow, they lined up for a JW. That was scary. GetRight will go down anyway. Very low on health. Crims comes into it. 3rd kill in the streak for him. It's going to be the last left here in 20 seconds as well. First headshot is in, looking for more. It's going to be the double as well. He peeks again. He spots out Dennis. He really wants to do this. 10 seconds left now for Exist. He's got the bomb, so he can definitely go for the plant. He won't lose the round just yet, and Dennis is going to have such a hard time winning this 1v1. He's very low on health with a bullet, and he's going to be gone. Exist flanking out here. Is he going to get the angle headshot through the side of the wall, it looked like? And that is Dennis winning it anyway. He doesn't even seem to believe it himself. That was incredible. Big round here. Crushed. I mean, what though? Again, a force, and again, a win. This is becoming impossible to predict. This is just getting ridiculous. This second shot is a thing of beauty from Exist as well. Just picks him off, and he's just a second too late to find Dennis there.
And again, of course, it's going to be the force from NIP at this point. That bomb plant money really going to be put to good use. And this is what I like. They're going for a change of pace.
It's also the fact that Fnatic only have one member left alive. That's a really, really good reason to buy if you're on the terrorist side.
Yeah, but they're speeding it up. They're trying to catch Fnatic off guard here with a very quick push onto the A site. And so far, it isn't really working. JW gets 2 kills with the Swag 7 from Shadow, and he's still alive as well. He's going to change it up, get onto the balcony, go for the repeak, and now this is where it starts to fall apart. This is where it gets really scary for NIP. They did try and go for a change of pace. I do appreciate that, but 4 players pretty much there for Fnatic. They had the perfect setup to deal with that rush.
And 4 people surviving for the Fnatic team. So it's not like NIP can even console themselves by saying, well, at least we did good economic damage. They didn't. They didn't get the bomb down either. And, yeah, big round here for Fnatic. 11-9 being the scoreline. Now we've got 1 AWP player on the CT side. And obviously NIP on pure pistols here and no armor or anything. Not even the one flashbang. Not even that.
Not even that. Yep, there's the HE. He hears the steps, JW. Gonna go, what? Oh, that HE is so random. Oh, they must have got past it. Whatever. Dennis finds the first shot. Olaf, second and a third. And while this is just going to fall apart here for NIP, they don't really achieve anything whatsoever. Fnatic, a perfect round for them to build some bank. And now we get to see what a frustrated Ninjas in Pajamas does with a limited economy, because no bonus money coming from that bomb plant means they might be a little light on the nades here in this next round.
Yeah, this is starting to get really scary. I mean, the gap now is, well, there almost is no gap left between the two, and Fnatic are playing on the better side here.
Yes.
They've also got the money. Bring up the scoreboard here on the Fnatic. They've got 2 rounds in a row here where it's been pretty good. You see 6,000 on one, 5,000 on another. That means that they're obviously going to be having another good buy-in here at least. So NIP need to win back-to-back rounds, and that's not so easy.
It's not so easy, especially when you're light on utility to make your life easier. They're slow playing it as well, Nip. They will eventually get control of mid. Force JW back. He's changing up his angle, perhaps expecting some kind of push over on the A site. But now he just sets up to watch short, or no, watching apartments instead. And Nip, it's still so slow, but they only have a single smoke now. Where it is looking like it's just going to be the straight B split. They have succeeded in trying to get up short here. Alu is through, and so long as this smoke lasts, this could work. Freiburg is making his way over as well. Now they're grouped. Now they're ready. And NIP, they're going to have to go. Exactly, because as soon as that smoke clears, JW peeks onto short, takes out Freiburg instantly.
Well, the bomb is over by B, but there's 2 people waiting for them. Forrest, that is a big kill. He's low on health, though. We'll see if it's going to spawn any kind of rotation here on the Fnatic side. Olafmeister sticking around. He's not quite buying it. Flusher, well, he gets one traded immediately. And now 27 seconds left here. Good headshot from Olaf. Could he do a bit more? He's hearing them close as well. He knows that this is going to be the bomb site now. 20 seconds, and NIP, if they lose this round without a bomb plant again, that's going to be horrendous. Good shot from Get Right on one, but he's going to go down to JW. Second kill of the round for him with the AWB. 10 seconds, and Forrest, well, he's low on health. He goes down to Dennis, and Fnatic now 1 step closer. And this is where things get very tough indeed. I mean, this has been a very, very odd game. Fnatic have kept themselves alive in this map by winning force rounds, and NIP have lost all of those rounds and sort of almost gamed themselves out of winning the map.
All right, there we go. Tactical pause. It's that game of chicken we're always talking about, Anders. It's who's going to break first, who's going to lose that force. I mean, it's just when it just keeps going back and forth like that, it's a real scramble. It's so frustrating for NIP, because then in their minds, they're probably thinking, damn, if only, like a half a second here and I would have had the pick, and then that would have been our round. They have to put all that out of their heads because they don't have a strategy to fall back on. Really, it's just turning into these fights, these duels. And so far, they've been able to go toe-to-toe. Once again, everybody, as far as the frags are concerned, everybody across the board for NIP they're like neck and neck. It isn't really just one guy standing out. So, I mean, they have that. Now they just need to figure out what is the go-to strat here on their... what's going to be the go-to strat. And if they come out of this and just go for a straight-up A execute, A smoke, I wouldn't even be surprised.
It's definitely, I mean, there's a reason why that A smoke strat is so popular, especially because you can run so many different sort of slight variations. Yeah. The problem I feel like with it is, it is not quite a coin flip, but it can be sort of a little bit coin flippy in the sense that you don't really know what the CTs are doing. In this round, I mean, they've got 2 smoke. I think they're most looting to get the bomb down here, right? It's a sort of semi-buy, I guess. They still have money left, so they just want to even out the money and get the bomb down.
And that's what can really work, right?
If they actually win this initial fight, if they trade these kills, then they can actually win the whole round here Crims in the corner, jumping as well. Freiburg not dead. Getroid gonna get the kill. Dennis now alone on the side. And Backup needs to get here quick. He's gonna get the first kill, but he goes down to Alu. JW showing up, so Fnatic quick on the rotation, which is very important. They're also getting a flank in from all of Meister, so Fnatic looks like they've secured it. JW landing another shot, and well, Getroid gonna be alone in a 1-on-3 here. That's very, very good job here on JW, picking up 4 kills. That could have spun so badly out of control for Fnatic.
And that's so frustrating for NIP because they put those smokes down. They're like, great. All right, so JW's playing from jungle right now. He's playing from window jungle. We'll just smoke off jungle. We don't have to worry about that. We just got to worry about the guy who's going to be playing on the side with the rifle. We can take him down if we swarm him and get a bomb plant, right? And no, JW's playing in CT, and he just hammers them every time they try and get out. He gets like, what, 2-3 kills out of that round, and that just shatters it. But now that round is in the past. It's all about this next one here for NIP. Now they have the rifles, now they have all of the nades, and they decide to go for mid control, at least at the top, at the start.
There's an ultra sniper on Dennis as well, so Fnatic also putting in a pretty heavy investment into this round. They've got a 1-round lead and are about 4 rounds away from stealing this grand finals away from the NIP team. That seems to have been in the charge at least the first half here. Crims spraying down one, Dennis with a kill as well. What a start here. Dennis with a double scar 20 kill. And it's down to Alu and Getroid, and they're just starting around in here. Alu going to go down, all of Meister with a kill, and Getroid, nothing that he could do any longer. JW with 25 kills. What a time for him to come alive.
Absolutely. I mean, Flush is lagging behind again, just similar to what happened on Dust 2, but it's not a problem when I mean, everything seems to be going right for your team. Everybody else really sticking together, apart from JW leading the pack. The others aren't far behind either. So, I mean, I guess if they can just run into the blender like that, NIP, you know, Fnatic aren't going to be too displeased. This is going to put Fnatic up on 13 rounds. No way that Getroid's getting a plant out of this. So, NIP, again, are going to be stressed economically.
It does kind of highlight part of the problem with the A push like that. Is that it's so hard to know what the setup is, and when there are a lot of people in that bomb site, what could you really do? The best way to execute it is if they're pushing underpass or top mid or something like that. If they're going for like an aggressive push somewhere else on the map, and you happen to be executing on A at the same time, that's the dream scenario. But you can't know that necessarily, you know.
Oh man. And Dennis is just goofing off over there. I mean, it seems like the spirits. I mean, Fnatic have got to be feeling like we've got this in the bag, boys.
I think NIP had a chance to kill Fnatic in the first half, and they never managed to put them down, and then they won those force rounds and brought it back, and it all turned around. And now it seems like in the second half here, they're not going to let go. They feel that as well. They feel the victory coming. 3 more rounds here for the Fnatic team, and it will have been, I think, the second event that they win with Dennis.
Yeah, that's it. You know, second final already with Dennis.
Yeah.
Right after adding him to the roster. Now, if they win 2 tournaments back to back,
wouldn't be too bad. And JW goes down, so at least they take him out, the top fragger, but still a 2-on-4, and still a very decent round here for the Fnatic team. Forest with an AK in hand now would be a really good time to go mental. Grenade is going to rain in, and Forest ends up dropping it. Well, the timing is just so good for Fnatic. No issue at all, no panic. It's also a team ace, everybody picking up a kill each.
And Olafmeister, you can even see Olafmeister making adjustments to his flanks. He's not just going for pit, he went for apartments that time, just changing it up. Small details are getting mixed here. And well, the one saving grace for NIP is that they have the bomb plant again. So they have a little bit more money to work with, but Getroid, man, he is not looking happy.
No, we looked like that was almost sort of a, you know, rolling your eyes, thinking, just what is going on? What can't we do this?
Again, it's happening again.
JW, and actually the middle Dennis taking an unreasonable amount of damage from that Molotov. Seems to have been doing that a lot recently, Dennis walking around the fire. Smoke goes up in the middle, JW can't find an edge there, so just going to be waiting inside, trying for some blind shots. Almost looked like Fragbite was about to line himself up there. Instead, they're going to try for a bit of a boost into the window. All of Mines is close by as well. A lot of smoking going on here, and Freiburg going to get the opening frag. Pop flash into apartments, but it doesn't connect with Getroid, and as a result, Crims is almost dead before he walks in. JW Molotov out of the corner as well, and Forrest picks up that headshot. And now Dennis with a second Scar 20 kill here. It's back into a 2-on-2. What a crazy round.
This is unreal. How does he actually make that work? That second one just gets the headshot through the wood at the top of the box. And now it's going to be Flusha. He's going to just ruin Nip. He's coming through connector. Bomb is still waiting, however. up on short exactly with Alu, so this is an awkward spot. Alu's going to pick off the man holding B. Now if they just locate where Flush is coming from, even if Forrest dies, you leave Alu in a 1v1, just getting that information. Oh no, Alu could be walking right into a trap. Forrest has cleared this. Alu could just run right in without even checking the angle. 20 seconds, and does he bother? Does he know? Flusha waiting right around this corner. He's going to get the kill for free. Oh, he doesn't even show himself! Too good, Flusha. This is done. He drops that bomb out in the open, and now Forrest has to make the play. Forrest has to act, and valuable time is wasting, but he still gets the kill. Flusha gets caught. How does it turn around? Flusha, it looked like he had it.
That's so unreal.
Look at that. That's some frustration. He knew he had that in the bag. If he got around that corner back into connector, it was over.
That would have almost certainly been it. He actually bumps into him as well. I mean, in a grand finals in the 26th round, it's hard to keep your cool, right? Your finger's going to be itching to just get that kill in immediately. 14-12 here, and NIP with a very close round, but they do win it. Fnatic replying with a double orb and Scar 20 buy. Because why not?
Because why not, right? They have the money. And so do Nip. And Nip are once again going to get control. Pretty standard play from them. 2 to top mid, 2 through underpass. Looking to sandwich anybody if Fnatic was trying to go aggressive, but that's just not the case here for Fnatic. Fnatic elect to play it a bit safer. They have the double off, so they can't afford to sit back and shot through the wall. Exist with a lucky break. Gets out of there with 10 HP. That shouldn't have happened. Well, as in, he should be pushing up daisies right now. He should not be walking around or limping.
Yeah, and sometimes, I mean, in Counter-Strike, 10 health is definitely enough if you're in the right position. Right now, a huge stack over at the B-bomb site for Fnatic. I think probably more than they were looking for. I mean, they feel like they've got some sort of read, and it turns out they do. But Alu with the opening, Flusha missing the shot, gets a second kill here for the Finn. Now it's going to be Crims in the back line. He picks up one, JW with the shot as well, and Crims doing great work here, getting a double. And JW, wow, the double up setup, decimating NIP. And that is now Fnatic a little bit closer. What a shutdown. That B-bomb site was closed.
Painful to watch. Painful to watch. Because if you're NIP right now, you're out of nades. So how do you get rid of Crims?
And what's worse is NIP's economy going into this round.
Wrecked.
Oh no, Summer.
Wow, Freiburg actually goes, he takes one for the team. He goes P250 and no Kevlar just to get full nades.
Yeah.
That's just a heartbreaking situation, though, for Nip. Fnatic make the accurate call. They see it coming from a mile away. Nip have no way of cutting off those AWPs. No flashes, no smokes. They have to challenge. They have to face. And, well, it just doesn't work. But it's not done yet. Alu powers forward and picks up and off. Now he can go toe-to-toe here with Dennis, but Dennis just lands shot after shot with the Scar 20, and he just keeps on going. Finally, they remove this man, and it's going to be Olafmeister now 1v3 and now a 1v2. This is still a winnable situation for Fnatic.
Yeah, very much so. Get right, low on health as well, but Olafmeister, Molotov in, get right, burns alive. Oh no, and Olaf moving closer here. Freiburg, he doesn't have armor. One bullet, and Olaf wins it just through the aim punch, and there it is. Definitely an aim punch victory there. And that's going to be the game here. Fnatic winning it 16-12 in spite of a 1 versus 3 here for Olafmeister involving a Molotov kill as well. And here they are, your Fragbite Masters champions, Fnatic.
Swede on Swede final, and they win on home turf, and Nip are going to be devastated.
So close and yet so far.
They were close. They could have locked this down. They got a perfectly acceptable score in the first half. A little bit tight, but they get the pistol as well. It's just these battles, these all-out battles, and it's just not going to happen.